The TAB Platinum Pennant is back for Season 3. Let's roll.
New rules, new teams, same world-class competition.
$144 elite bowlers representing 12 of the best clubs in New South Wales. Each side stacked with state, national and international representatives.
And this year, the stakes are higher than ever.
Starting next February, watch premier matches across 11 electrifying rounds. Plus this year, we head to Soldiers Point for Magic Round. Every team, one location, all on February 28th. A bowling masterclass you don't want to miss.
After the regular season, all roads lead to Raymond Terrace for the TAB Platinum Pennant Finals.
The stage is set for Season 3 of the TAB Platinum Pennant, and we're ready to put on a show.
Go the Griffins! Go the Koalas! Up the Jets! Up the Tigers!
The TAB Platinum Pennant is back.
Well, ladies and gents, welcome back to Yamba Bowling Club for the Inter-Region Sides Championship. It's quarter-final time. And we've got the men's quarter-finals about to get underway. Before we do, let's have a look at how they're going to shape up at Evans Head and Iluka. At Evans Head, Metro Southwest takes on Hunter Valley and Metro Northeast takes on Mid-North Coast. While at Iluka, Greater Newcastle taking on Manning Great Lakes and Metro Northwest taking on Nepean Highlanders. That's the women's interregion. Here at Yamba in the men's interregion. Would you like to take this one, Nick?
Thank you, Andrew. Yes, great to be here. Metro Southwest versus Riverina Murray. Northern Rivers up against Illawarra. Hunter Valley, this is our live streaming game, up against Greater Newcastle. And Metro Southeast against Manning Great Lakes. Half the sides are gone, but half still remain, Andrew Lynn, and we should have a cracking contest for you here between the local rivals, Hunter Valley and Newcastle.
Yep, and we're underway. Jack's just gone for the first end. We've changed directions here at Yamba Bowling Club. It's a beautiful sunny day.
Well, it's hot out there, Andrew Lynn. I've just come off Southeast. We didn't quite do enough today. We knew what the job was, but couldn't quite get all three rinks over the line to get ourselves into the quarterfinals this afternoon. And it is hot out there. The players have all been coming off, and they can feel it.
Xander Weber playing his first bowl of the quarterfinal. Xander, of course, has won a state junior pairs championship. And I've been told he's been going pretty good too during this event. He's up against Daniel Clarke, Greater Newcastle. Daniel's using a XG, whereas Xander's using the Taylor GTRs.
Pretty good here from Daniel Clarke early. Getting right back down, you can see this green's got plenty of finish. The sun has been shining every day, except for, of course, that horrific hurricane we had for the men's senior interregion on Monday.
Well, the sun was shining. It's just we couldn't see it for all the clouds and rain and wind.
And Xander Weber's corrected pretty nicely here too. If you can run into this, that's a good bowl there. Early doors. Standard is likely to be high here. We've got some fantastic players and fantastic competitors all across the rinks here. Jason Stokes, vastly experienced campaigner for the Newcastle side, was very close to having the most ever caps for the previous zone. Andrew Lynn, I believe.
One or two off it, from what I read.
But now if we add in his participation with the Greater Newcastle region, he would be the most capped Newcastle representative. So Jason Stokes continues to play some quality bowls.
Xander Weber still holding shot. Interesting trivia question is, who is the most capped Australian sports person across any sport?
Karen Murphy.
And by a long way too, I think.
Here's Karen's extensive career. She's not here this time around, but the ladies have been in action at Iluka and Evans Head. They will be here tomorrow for the semi-finals. We will be streaming the women's semi-final, so make sure you stay tuned to find out who that might be. But all the results will be available immediately at the conclusion of the games, including live scoring, on the BowlsLink app or the BowlsLink results portal. That's results.bowlslink.com.au.
So on our adjacent rink, we have Hunter Valley represented by Dean Taylor, Cody Griffin, Steve Fairfull and Nathan Wise. And they're taking on the Greater Newcastle team of Adam Gleeson, Nathan Mitchell, Daniel Hill and David Govan. And on rink 10, Hunter Valley, Nathan Allen, Dennis Roff, Darren Kedwell and Andrew Reese. Greater Newcastle, Tim Twining, the best bowler in the Twining family, arguably so.
I'm sure Nick wouldn't appreciate you saying that, but...
Lockie Freeman, Nathan Dawson and Lee Schreiner.
Some very well-credentialed players here representing their regions.
You'd have to say that Greater Newcastle, on paper, probably gets the nod of favouritism, just.
Well, anything can happen. The last time these sides did meet one another was a couple of years ago, and Hunter Valley got the chocolates on that occasion.
And I'm sure that would be burning in the memory of some of these Greater Newcastle players. They are quite proud, quite parochial. And they've got the tyrant manager sitting out there too, Warren Shipley.
Your mate, the drowned rat.
Well, I did ring him and apologise for that straight away. He did admit that he did look like a drowned rat. And the next time he come through, he didn't look drowned. So
there was a few who did after that first day of play.
He looked very bedraggled coming in.
Well, Xander Weber, second bowl for him of the contest, and that's still number one. Players just sort of feeling out this rink. There's plenty of turn there. Both hands will swing. We did see some great games earlier in the week on this rink, and it's just got wider and wider. Bye-Norris. Just looking with perhaps not quite enough weight. Wanted to reach up, a little trail on that jack. You can see that's got away.
Is there any doubt that Corey Parker is Clay's son? Certainly is a bit of a family resemblance.
Well,
Corey's got the better beard, obviously.
He looks more like Clay than his namesake. The great rugby league player, Corey Parker, the Silver Fox. Jamie Wayside's just walked past and having a giggle. He was expecting me in the TAB, and I might find my way there later on. I am officially off the clock today, but Andrew Lynn asked for some assistance in commentary, and I'm most happy to provide, and trust you're enjoying our coverage here at the Men's Inter-Region Sides Championship. Andrew Lynn's driving, Nick Hind sitting alongside.
You mentioned the TAB, so we can give the TAB Platinum Pennant a little bit of a plug, I'd imagine. Round 1, 27th of February, 6 p.m, the live stream will be on. But we'll start this game with a single shot to Hunter Valley. Be a good way to start. Well, I'm hoping it's a single or I've mucked one up already. Have I missed putting quarterfinal on the scoreboard? Yeah, probably. Thought I changed it, but obviously didn't quite. Easily fixed. There we go.
Very good. The eagle eyes of Lee Stinson have let us know about that. He's at Evans Head today. He'll be back tomorrow, as all the semi-finals will be played here at Yamba Bowling Club. And young Xander Weber leading off. That's serviceable.
It's a fair start. Probably close to a metre short. We've got the live view out the front here. Because the superstars of country music will be here tonight, so we're actually out greenside, well, almost greenside.
Wow, it's a fine reply there.
Daniel Clarke, though, says, well, I can do that one.
Well, Xander Weber, important that he's up, gives this bowl a chance. Well, he did so. Fine effort. Seeing early on players, they're favouring the inside portion of the rink. They're not playing the clubhouse side. The call here for, that must be Josh Zephyr under the hat. Have a look on the left-handed backhand.
We found watching this rink that is generally the wider side, a little bit more turn.
He's clunked up into Xander Weber. And probably a couple of seconds now for Hunter Valley. They're both pretty wide hands at this stage, Andrew Lynn.
Yeah, well, it's probably only going to get quicker tomorrow as well. Great effort from Jason Stokes. I don't know if he's got the shot. Not much in it.
Well, the call from Corey here. Let's be confident through the front. Things can go right.
It's a very welcome little breeze that's just coming up through the covered area we're under.
Well, it's coming from the east today, Andrew Lynn, which is sort of behind the players, or coming from the bottom of the screen to the top, so it's in the players' faces a little bit.
But then again, the corner flag just in front of us is going the other way. Oh, it's got, yeah, I don't understand what you mean now, yeah. The breeze under the here was going the other way, so perhaps just swirls a little bit around the club. Next point was going right to left as we look at that screen, but it came through on my left side under here where we are, so we just swirled a little. Hence that little confused note in my voice.
Well, whatever there from Marc Bender.
Well, Terry Antram, another former New South Wales representative and former Jackaroo.
Well, he's done well there, Probably still 2 shots. Got the jack sort of locked up against the front there. Likely only back to 1 now. Green bowl's been promoted. There's a Hunter Valley bowl.
Downside is it outside here, it's just a bit harder to see the screens.
It's nice to be out amongst the players though, experiencing similar conditions. Much cooler under this shaded area. You can see I'm pulling up a little bit short. There was a big gust of wind came up almost the moment that Marc Bender let that bowl go.
Threatened to redistribute my notes.
There might be opportunity for Corey Parker to attack this a little bit.
Did look after you today, though, and get you a nice comfy outdoor lounge chair.
You did, Andrew. No, it's been very good of you. In comfortable company out here.
Well, Corey's... I don't think he's going to reach.
Yeah, that sort of way it tells me he was just looking to turn the green bowl of Josh Zephyr's green bowls. No,
Yeah. Lime green, Marc Bender's.
Marc Bender's bowls. I'm just looking to turn that up onto the shot bowler, onto the jack.
Of course, Bye-Norris, a dual state representative, having represented both Victoria, got a series for New South Wales.
Been a bit of a journeyman, you'd say. Bye. He's been around a few clubs, but seems to have settled into his current home at Raymond Terrace. See him in action for the Jets in the upcoming Platinum Planet. So once again there, big turn.
Bit of a tough school to get into, the New South Wales side at present.
Well, there's an interesting shot that Jay's attempting here. Looking to land the green bowl and push it through. It's going to be one shot for Greater Newcastle. Stuart Rigg was threatening to come and join us. He's had a massive campaign. Stuart Rigg skipped both the senior and the open sides for South East. But he said a nap is more likely this afternoon for him. He looks weary. It's been a big campaign when you're here for both events.
I think he's still scarred and scared of live stream, though.
Yes, the South East team didn't handle the conditions on the stream as well as they would have liked the other day, but he's had a brilliant campaign. 1-3 from 3 in the open side. In the section, as we say, great start for Greater Newcastle. Pressure being applied from the first bowl.
Still no ends recorded for the third rink. I wonder if they've started off in the mood for killing ends again.
Well, we know Lee Schreiner was out there almost till dark
in the first game.
In the first game, they killed 13 ends, he told me this morning.
Well, it's grown by one. I was told 12, but I believe Lee. I think Shippo said it was 12, and it'd run out of 10 once it gets past 10.
Don't say he runs out of claws.
Oh, you said it, not me. There is always the joke that certain areas would say it's once they get to 12, they run out of being able to count. That's mean, though. I wouldn't do that.
You wouldn't do that.
Jason Stokes on the forehand. It's just going to clip that short bowl, take the momentum out of his bowl. It's come back fairly well towards the jack.
Well, I felt it was going to get back anyway, Andrew Lynn. I just think the weight was maybe a little bit over. But
I thought it was going to stop on that bowl, but it got a little bit of momentum in.
So, Josh Zephyr, there's a very high line being taken. Yeah, plenty of finish on the bowl. Weight was good.
Did notice a few people turning up here from the other venues. Just wonder if they might have got their accommodation in Yamba and decided to head back straight after their matches or their campaigns were finished. Just slightly narrow from Stokes with his second.
Better here from Josh Zephyr. Well, he's bounced off Xander Webber's bowl and gone through the hole. So probably 2 shots currently to Greater Newcastle.
Well, we have an end on the rink 10 now. Andrew Reese got the first end, got a 2. It's featured in interzone and inter-region events for the last few years, Andrew Reese, and
State championships too. We had a
he's done pretty well lately. He actually got a run in the state over 40 side the year before last now. Didn't play in the most recent series, but did play in the home series at St John's Park against Queensland. So he might know which side the little ring or the big ring goes.
Oh, good effort there. That's probably another one for Newcastle. And a slide in. Bowl's finishing almost square.
Corey Parker's interested in this one. Wants it to get down.
Well, it's getting down all right, Andrew. That's a very good shot.
That one will do the job, I think.
And
see if we can just zoom this in a little bit, get a better view.
tricky conditions.
green has got that look you get on Tiftdorf where they're just starting to look a little bit on the brown side.
Well, Jason Pinnock has told us that this green is coming out for renovation on Monday, so I think the greenkeepers will be happy to polish it up between now and then.
Just been left a little later than normal as the state over 40 pairs finals were here first week of December. 2 of the greens have been renovated. The remaining 2 are to be done. Well, Jason said he'll be here on the wheelbarrow at 5 o'clock in the morning on Monday. So if you want to come and cheer him on or lend a hand.
I'm sure he would be welcoming of any volunteers. It's a good effort there from Corey.
I might toot the horn as I go past on my way home.
So Bye-Norris having a in-depth discussion. With Terry Antram. What shot are we going to play? How are we going to do it? I liked what he was looking for before. Just good weight. Looking to sit through that green bowl. Punch that 2 rolls through the head.
Perhaps a little quick to just turn that through, but I think any little dinky weights are going to be quite tricky on this surface.
Yeah, we found out probably the hard way over the last 3 rounds that you can play with good weight, but as soon as it gets that sort of fiddly, yard on, 2 yards on, it gets hard with the greens that are as polished as this. And oftentimes going flat out is easier. See Corey out, a nice high line. Can get an edge on that green bowl of his own. And, well, hard to say. So it's closer than the picture may have provided for. We liked the green bowl at the front.
Hunter.
And the signal was 1 down, so another single. Xander, we were back in control. So 4 all early. You can catch the results of all the matches that are being played both at the men's and the women's inter-region. They're all being live scored using the BowlsLink scoring app. So download the app, head to the BowlsLink results portal. You can click on the live tab and we can let you know what's going on all around the game. So Metro Southwest and Riverina Murray 9-6 to Metro Southwest early. Northern Rivers 10 lead Illawarra 7 through 7 ends, and Metro Southeast and Manning 5-2 through 5 ends. This game here, 6 shots to Greater Newcastle, 4 shots to Hunter Valley.
I see Andrew Reese playing a bowl on the far rink, so there should be another score through before too long.
loose ones there to start. And well, the last thing Xander wants to do is run into that. He's got a clear road. That's the best for now, but
still quite short.
The calibre of these players, there'll be plenty inside that.
Looks like the grass was so much of a focus that the weight got forgotten. That'll be shot.
Well, it didn't take long. So, Josh Zephyr. I'm trying to play this same hand. And plenty of turn, plenty of run.
It's just Carroll, that's really carried on. That's put 2.5 metres through the head. Thought he wasn't too bad as he ran up near the jack, but it just kept running and running.
Well, I like this track from Jason Stokes.
That's coming back nicely.
So, let me finish. That's number one.
Just left it a little bit on the high side. Don't know whether that's made it easier for Hunter or not. Well, green not quite so quick, you'd say definitely. But he's just got the edge and ran through. Probably still 2 there to Newcastle.
Better effort though. We've seen a lot of these games, the erring on the high side has been the way to go. If you're cutting the head consistently, you tend not to find things are going to go in your favour.
Did see that in a couple of the men's senior games on this particular rink.
Well, that final in particular, wasn't it, Andrew? That, you know, consistently missing narrow.
Did cost them big time. I was thinking too of the Southeast match. Yeah, I think Stewart would have given up drinking for someone who took grass.
There was
maybe not that extreme.
There was some laughs and banter in our Southeast roll up and the first game discussing that exact topic, but he can be very proud of his campaign, as can everybody who's competed here. This looks closer from Marc Bender. Can he hang on to the jack when it goes sailing under?
Yeah, I think you almost need to look like you're going to stop a foot short of the jack.
Well, there's a little mantra sometimes, isn't there, when you've got a green like this? More grass, less weight. It's usually the way to go.
I've heard the saying, it only missing 2 things today. Grass and weight.
Stuart McGee's just come past with a offer I can't refuse, a cup of tea.
Did he get the message that you take it nice and strong with a little bit of milk?
He understands.
Well, it makes a black tea, isn't that yours?
He understands how I have my cup of tea.
Hot and steaming.
Well, it is hot and steamy here. We're going to have a look at Corey Parker. There's still a nice shot on for him here, Andrew. Can just reach down, use that bowl of Jason Stokes really to pull it up if required. And if he happens to run into this jack...
Needed something. That's the problem. On a green like this where there's holes and you're you're playing that reaching shot, you need to be precise with your grass, and you miss, you're going to keep going a metre, 2 metres through. Do that too many times and you open up the opportunity for your opponents just to take advantage of a scrappy end to score a count. And I do maintain it's the shots you score winning 2s and 3s on scrappy ends rather than the big conversions to make one that win you the games.
Well, Corey this time, that's Mark Bender going up and over. What will be in for second shot now. And you can see there Terry Antram and Bye-Norris having further discussions about shot selection. Looking to continue, I think, good conservative high line here. To get right back down. It's trying very hard, Andrew.
Just needs to drop now.
Well, if it falls over, it could be in.
Is that 3? I just didn't quite catch the signal.
Fortunately, we can catch the result in the app. And 3 shots it was, Andrew Lynn, so you're exactly right. So Bye-Norris leads 4-2.
Oh, we didn't lose it. Just that camera is not right on the end.
Oh. Daniel Clarke second guessed himself there.
Back and start it again. Oh, let's press the right button. That looks like a delicious cup of tea you brought you.
That's going to be very nice, I can assure you. So I think one of the boys had success in the 100 club, so they've reached into their pockets. Getting cups of tea for us, very good of them. I like this area from Xander. Right back. Right at the back of the rink there. Once it gets past the tee where the green's getting a lot of traffic, some of them do get almost as though they accelerate once the ball gets past the tee. There's a good correction there from Daniel Clarke. You can see Xander was calling for that one to hold. He might get the right bounce off this one. Hasn't quite got there, but it's okay. It was already number one. It's probably better now for Hunter. A smaller hole.
Sometimes advantageous because it makes that bigger target. And you can't narrowly miss and go right through the gap. Ideally now, though, Jason Stokes should draw down and just
tickle it around the corner, hey?
Just give it a little noodle. Oh, he's framed it up.
Yeah, you can see the call from Corey Parker.
Arrive. I don't know whether he said just thump it straight off, but whether you go delicate weight, just try and draw, or go big straight off. That looks like we're not going to muck around too much.
That's very firm. Well, this weight's okay because he's got Xander Weber going through the jack, and that's exactly what's happened. Luck starts when you reach the head.
Oh, that's fortunate.
But there's a few ways to win there, and that was one of them. Perhaps not exactly the way that Corey Parker had it drawn up, but success, and Xander Weber.
Well placed first ball.
Oh, exactly right.
We keep saying if you're playing lead, where do you need to be? Past the jack.
Yeah, short bowls have been cursed by a few skips this week. We saw Jason Stokes have a little niggle at that one as well, so the players might feel that that's the easier way to get to it, particularly when the jack is almost locked in on that Xander Weber bowl. Josh Zephyr, this is a really good one here.
Oh, great bowl.
That's a super bowl. Super Bowl, of course, on Monday. Andrew Lynn, are you going to be tuning in on your drive? Listening on the radio?
What bowls is on Monday? Oh, that stupid American sport.
That's the one.
Where they have 10 seconds of activity and then wander around looking like lost sheep for a minute or two.
Just like our great stream.
Bang, bang, and fired in. Well, could he have done it any better?
Well, Terry Antram, welcome back. That is something special. Squeeze the jack in to go with it into the ditch. Andrew might be able to bring us how that's landing on our camera in the middle of the green there.
Oh, wrong one.
Oh.
Let's take that back.
It's been a big campaign for Andrew Lynn, of course. This is your now 6th day of streaming this week, isn't it?
Yes.
So good to be able to give you some company, Andrew. Well, another good one here, Terry Antram. That's going to be 2. And he's played a super first bowl. You can see his other bowl parked in the ditch. The jack is more or less alongside that.
Beat that one and play fair.
So you can see there's a red and a white marker marking the bowl in the ditch and the jack. This is pretty good though too here from Marc Bender. That'll be second shot, and that's kind of all you can play for at this stage, Andrew.
Yeah, look, you try and get one close and make it hard for him to get any more.
Yeah, you almost need to... Oh, what a job you're doing for us, Andrew Lynn. Little inset there.
Might just move that back a little bit.
The only issue that I've got, Andrew, and it's a small one, is that the inset is over where the bowl is in the ditch.
Yes, it is.
I'm not going to ask you to do much more than you've already done for us.
I can fix that, though.
We might need to ask our Newcastle team, give them a gentle reminder. I know I'm working hard here, Andrew. This is pretty good from Bye-Norris. If he can park up just half a roll too much, that's probably... You can see there, Corey, just a bit quick. I'm backing Bye-Norris to go close again here. He was so good with his first. That one's just going to run into the ditch with a little bit more steam on it. And I think, well, at this point, if you Corey Parker, knowing that you are only one down, play this with confidence, give it a good chance. He has. One shot it is to Newcastle. And what a shot it was from Terry Antram. Newcastle getting out to a little lead early. Not panic stations yet by any stretch, but I think Nathan Wise would want to get mobile. David Gullman's off to a good start. Well, just on cue there. Andrew Lynn updating the scoreboard, so Nathan Wise has responded. 12-9. It's looking a bit happier for Hunter. Sanders lobbed that one out wide, but as we've said, importantly finished past. Never know when it might come in handy.
Well, I've reset my little picture-in-picture to be that bottom right-hand corner because we found it's almost always the best spot.
It's almost always the right spot, except for when the jack goes in just where we didn't want it, but
we might have to just
have a couple of different presets for that, you reckon?
Yeah, we can have maybe have two pips set up. Just to confuse you guys when you take over. That ball is going like nothing else right across the head. Really taking off once they get past. I don't know if Stokes is out wide enough either, judging by the way that last one really hooked across the head.
Well, if we get down to Xander Weber there, not quite. Josh Zephyr's got quite a long action, Andrew.
Yeah, it does have a fair step and a lunge through the mat.
He's kind of clunked into Xander, but that's okay. It's 2 to the Hunter Valley.
I think today was probably one of those days where I was playing with the Albatross and doing that. I'd be told to have a look under the mat, see what's there. Of course, the answer's grass. He says, well, use it. Don't do it at Siddo's anymore, but people used to go, did you pay your green fees? You're allowed to use it. Can't say that at Siddo's anymore because our boards abolished our green fees at this time. I think we're spoiled.
Well, Sean Parnas and the team at Siddo's, they did look after you beautifully, Andrew. Mike Bender here. He wants to beat this last bowl of Terry Antram to count. I don't know which is the shot. Favourite's probably the white one, do we think, Andrew?
It does look like it on screen. A live view. maybe not so definitive. Maybe Terry might take enough grass this time. He's certainly thrown it way out.
Oh, he's looked under the mat.
He's not going to hook back as dramatically, though.
Well, they're into the headwind here, and oftentimes when that happens, once the bowl starts to turn, it really lets go. But
I have a theory on that one.
You have a theory?
I have a theory that when you're in one of those windy or slightly windy type days, and today it's not really windy, but the fast green exaggerates it. While your bowl has the wind on the flat surface holding it out, it'll keep holding it out. But as soon as you do let go, it hits the other side and exaggerates the turn. So sometimes if you are narrow and you cut the head by 4 feet, say, you only need to take 2 feet less grass because it will hold that line a bit longer. 2 feet more grass.
If only.
But it doesn't always work that way.
And I don't want you to do it. I don't expect you to do it, but that sounds like something that you could be drawing as a picture with your telestrator, Andrew, but we won't do that. The viewers might get confused.
No, I haven't got my crayon licence yet.
Well, Corey Parker's just thumped.
Don't
shorter
think
bowls
that's
up.
changed it. I think it's still between the two. We're not getting any indication. They're not going to give us anything away, are they?
Well, Bye-Norris has been asked to play forehand, and you can see the indication from Terry Antram was to just run into a white or the green bowl at the front, a dark green. So they might actually need a little bit of movement.
Well, Metro Southwest have got the jump on Riverina Murray. After 16 ends, it's 28-10. Illawarra, 6 ahead now of Northern Rivers. It's 19-13 after 14 ends. And Metro Southeast lead Manning Great Lakes 15-10 after 13 ends. In the women's events at Evans Head and Iluka, Metro Southwest 15-8 up over Hunter Valley after end 13. Metro Northeast 10, Mid-North Coast 14 after 12 ends. Greater Newcastle 25-13 up over Manning Great Lakes after 21 ends. And also 21 ends, Metro Northwest 27 and the Nepean Highlanders 12.
Well, interesting shot here from Corey Parker. He's guts the jack, and I think they found that they had a number at the back of the rink.
But the jack didn't go there.
And the jack, do you think it's gone out of bounds, or was that a completed end, Andrew?
I thought it went out of bounds. I will check to see that they haven't updated a score. Well, it says still 2-5. David Govins picked up a pair, a 2. It's 4-7. It says 5 ends on. And it's 4-2 after 4 ends. Andrew Reese leading. So 14 ends total. We seem to have picked up an extra end somehow for the Nathan Wise, David Govan. I believe what's on. Clarke. Up on the forehand. Good bowl there. Xander Weber. One long, one just a bit short after running into Daniel Clarke's first bowl. Jason Stokes. He'll follow that down forehand side. Contact on that shorter one's not too bad, but the draw around it down to this one, good. Gets a little stop, definitely one. Josh Zephyr playing the other side of the green. Wants to slide past that one. Well, still one to Newcastle. Hunter's got two in on that backhand side for the right-hander. Jason Stokes got a stop on his previous one. Just got probably similar weight, missed everything though, it's gone towards the back. It's a good home. Josh Zephyr, same hand. A little bit of breeze behind him. Wants this one to hook right back. And he's just going to run past. Pretty good grass line for the draw. Oh, Terry Antram, he's just split the two Hunter Valley bowls sitting at the front. Corey Parker says to Marc Bender, just draw around the bowl on the way in there. Done a pretty good job, very close. And Terry Antram will just draw to that bowl. Got his own on the way in, can sit that one to make a couple. It's just behind the jack. Really just trying to draw to the jack, and if you're a little bit long, you've got those couple of chances. Swinging in nicely here. I think this is a bit on the tight side. Yeah, the weight though, it was okay. Josh Zephyr doesn't need to change a hell of a lot on this one to get a great result. It's just going to be a little bit longer, a little bit wider. Just got a little bit of a system freeze. Unfortunately, our number one camera has just stopped sending us signal. We interrupting it's a good effort from J-Bye, but it is one more to Newcastle. Yeah, it's a very good start. I think Nick might have managed to work some magic on that camera just to get it to restart. Clarke. One on, one behind from Daniel Clarke. Not much more you want. Xander Weber looking to get a little bit narrower than his first. He's just got a bit of pace on this. Going to sit back with Daniel Clarke's bowl at the back, which is not too bad a position. Zephyr. Well, it's still 1 to Newcastle. Terry Antram on his way in on that forehand side. Marc Bender looks to be on a very tight line. And has just run right across the head. This one looks to be still on a fairly tight line. Just going to fade across from Marc Bender. Do think Newcastle holding one shot with that bowl. Although this one there could be very close as well. Bye-Norris. Oh, it's a fairly high line. Could be good with the right pace. Can use the bowl from Terry Antram to flop in, and he has. Very well played. That one is definitely one shot. Corey Parker, big chance to come onto the jack here. Got it. Back to the yellow disc bowl. So, Hunter Valley bowl there. Play to Newcastle. Newcastle, Hunter Valley. That could be 2, perhaps 3 shots. Bye-Norris's bowl on its way down. Do you feel he's trying to reach here? Can get a result with that one. Oh, that was a Newcastle bowl pumped up. He's done it. One shot to Greater Newcastle now. Well, there's not a lot of easy path there for Corey Parker. He's going big. Got the front. One more to Greater Newcastle. Well, it's a pretty fair start from Daniel Clarke again. Xander Weber just going to run past that head. Daniel Clarke's second effort gone through. Oh, a fair bit tighter from Xander Weber this time. He'll need a little bit of good fortune by clunking that bowl, and he's done just that. Oh, could even be shot. Jason Stokes. We'll throw it out there, try and get it to swoop back. Close to scoring. I think Stokes, he might have actually drawn the shot with that one. Just going to sail through for Josh Zephyr. Well, chance for Jason Stokes here. Needs very little correction to run right down to the jack. First one was a very good bowl. Looking just to get a second one. He's just added a little bit of weight. Hand went up. One's just going to really hook through as well. Terry Antram. Terry's also got just that little bit of extra weight. What was required. Marc Bender, his first effort on this, the 8th end. Newcastle good lead courtesy of two rinks. One's grass line is very good, just gain that little bit of speed. Mark Bender wants this to drop onto Jason Stokes' bowl. That's done that. Great bowl, Mark Bender. He's got the shot with that one. Sorry, that was Terry Antram. Got the shot with that one. Mark Bender now. Terry Antram here on his way down, the replay. And just get down to Jason Stokes' bowl, sit there, and made it a great count of two. Nice effort there, but just hasn't quite nailed it. Corey Parker just needs to miss Bye-Norris and drop in underneath to Terry Antram's bowl, but he's just also got that little bit of speed on. It's going to stop him from achieving that. Bye, another. Oh, doesn't need a lot of difference, just a metre or so on his previous to count. And it's a bit gentle again. He might have done enough to count though. Yeah, our teammate got three fingers up, so Corey Parker does not look like he's going to achieve it with this. I think that was 4. Well, Daniel Clarke, he'll play that backhand side. They're both pretty wide today. Breeze just holding him back a little. It was 4 shots to take that to 11-2 after 8 ends on our streaming rink. Nathan Wise has picked up a 2. It's 10-6 after 7 and 5-4. Andrew Reese leading lead trainer. Metro Southwest leading 34-19 after 25 ends. Northern Rivers 28-25 up over Illawarra after 23 ends. And it's 26-13 Metro Southeast over Manning Great Lakes after 20 ends. Evans Head and Iluka. Metro Southwest well in control against Hunter Valley. It's 35-8 after 22. It's 25-19 after 21. Mid-North Coast leading Metro Northeast. In Greater Newcastle leading 28-18 after 28 ends. And 37-17 Metro Northwest leading the Nepean Highlanders after 32. So around about the halfway mark of those games. We're just a little bit behind that point at the moment. Comparable to half the women's games. Oh, good bowl from Mr. Stokes. Draws a toucher. I'll just turn you on, Nick Hind.
Thanks, Andrew. Yes, a few technical issues and just making sure that I'm here for you, mate. It's a bit lonely when you're by yourself in commentary. What's been going on? You see Bye-Norris has got out to a bit of a margin now.
Picked up a 4 last end. They just got a few closer. It was a case of Hunter Valley just a little long or a little narrow. It's one of those ones where they just miss their line and weight. Either or both in the one delivery. Just paid the penalty for dropping a count on a scrappy end. Probably the case that Jason Stokes and Terry Antram played a couple of good bowls. Zephyr looks to be on a decent line here. What's that to get that one flush?
Just clip the edge.
And just drop in. Terry Antram. Case, I think, of the Newcastle team's just been a little more solid in their play.
Well, we did say that before the game. They probably looked on paper the more well-credentialed side, but on paper is never how the game is won.
Nope. We're only about a third of the way through this game, so there's still plenty of time.
Yeah, margin's not insurmountable, and Nathan Wise and David Govan having a fair tussle, as is Andrew Rees and Lee Schreiner. Important here for the Corey Parker rink just to pick themselves up, help pick up the overall board. It's a team game. Everybody needs to be making contributions.
Even if they win 2 or 3 of the next 4 ends, should help just that close that gap. Mark Bender looks to be a little sharp with the speed. Will run just through.
Pushing the cameras to the limit in terms of your zoom here, Andrew. That's very good.
Wanted to see that is Newcastle holding one.
It is.
It's probably 2 seconds for Hunter.
Powerful zoom. Now, Miles New South Wales streaming equipment. Bringing these glorious pictures here from Yamba Bowling Club. Bye-Norris. So pretty well weighted.
Well, I think he just needed to get past that one to count.
Oh,
Corey Parker just lost the hat on delivery. Did it affect his delivery? Is a good question.
well, those little things can throw you. Just though he got it away pretty well. And with that weight, you can see he's seeking to potentially just roll out the shot bowl of Greater Newcastle.
J-Boy needs 15 centimetres at most.
Well, Terry Antram's interested early. And you can see why here. This is going to be fantastic. That'll be number 1, Bye-Norris.
I dare say we might see a bit of aggression here.
Yeah, I like that, Andrew.
Marc Bender's the best back.
Chance to get both bowls out. Chance for a kill. Chance to reach up and get that jack. And we do see weight here from Corey Parker.
He's going to hit the pack, though.
Wow. A little bit less, and it bounces around there, but he was just a fraction tight. But on these quick greens, not hard to do.
Well, that finger's just disappeared out of
4.
It was 4, was it?
4 was the signal.
Wow.
Terry Antram signalling to his old mate Warren Shipley, who's there flipping the scoreboard over as the Greater Newcastle manager. But a 4 in response from the neighbouring rink of Nathan Wise. So timely.
So 4 to Wisey.
That's what was indicated.
I'll trust you.
Oh, well. You're braver than many.
Well, it is 10-10 on 8 on Bowlslink. 2:15 on our streaming rink. And 5-4 after 7. Andrew Reese leading Lee Schreiner. Daniel Clarke, another good start. I think Daniel's actually setting it up for Greater Newcastle at the present. He's got one there or thereabouts most ends. And started very brightly, but I think he's just struggling a little bit.
This long length, on this pace of green, is going to be challenging even for the best of players. As you see, there's another one in the pit. Xander just needs to dial it back. Long left-handed action. Well, that's going to disappear too, you feel. Yeah, Corey Parker early. Let's look at that one.
Well, Jason Stokes, if he keeps it on, it counts. I do think that breeze has really popped up.
Well, Jason Stokes, that'll count.
He's done it perfectly.
And there'll be plenty outside that.
A reminder, Champion of Champions singles entries are now open. They close the 11th of February. That's Wednesday. If you're the current 25-26 club champion, get your entry in. Or if you're a club administrator, make sure your club champions got their entry in. That'll be held across 5 venues in the metropolitan area. This year's main host club, Mount Lewis, but you could be drawn at Maryland, St John's Park, Cabravale Diggers, Cabramatta.
Or Guildford if required.
Guildford is part of the Marylands group, so... And it's a whole 2 minutes from Marylands.
Yes, well, you're exactly right. It's only around the corner. But those are the clubs that we will be using. Josh Zephyr's played a good bowl here. Can't quite tell whether it's number 1 or number 2, but it's at least something in the head. And after Xander ever lost his first 2, important that he gets picked up by his second.
Yeah, initially I looked and thought the Newcastle bowl was shot, but yeah, that one's deceiving. We need the Bowls New South Wales drone cam with the circles on it, fly above. Only I'm not volunteering to drive something else.
Well,
he's just sailed past.
A reasonable effort there from Zephyr. Kept it on, kept it past. That's likely where the jack might go. If there was any movement, the players opting to use the big part of the green.
Well, Terry Antram looks a tight line, but he looks like he's got speed on as well.
Yeah, quick.
And there's another one for the covering the rink number.
Well, that might make Xander Weber feel a bit better. Player of the calibre of Terry Antram doing that. Mark Bender now. Just
a little bit gentle.
Well, easy to be tentative though as well. As the pace of these greens increases, those margins for error get smaller and smaller. As everything is amplified. On a quick surface. That's a good correction there from Terry.
They can't afford to reach here, Hunter Valley. It's their own bowl on the way in. They get past it and just sit the Newcastle bowl. They'll definitely be 2.
I think Corey Parker was getting interested.
Doesn't want to touch it on the outside though. Good home.
That was a good sort of speed. You can see a very wide bowl coming in. That belongs to David Govan, Nathan Wise match next door. And
well,
get back on number 1.
Let's get rid of the 1. Choose the line. Newcastle can draw in here. They're a bit tight. That one rolls towards the jack, but the ideal is in here just to draw a shot. If you happen to get a roll or 2 out of that, you sit and stay is good. I reckon you're just trying to draw to there, and that nearly is through that blue bowl that's just behind Jack High.
Well, that'll be Hunter Valley's plan for Bye-Norris. He's gone out on this big, wide, loopy forehand. Has to do its best work late. Well, I reckon that last roll has done enough for Corey Parker to get shot for Hunter Valley here.
Yeah, I think it is probably definitely shot to Hunter Valley now.
And for Bye-Norris, we'll see what he opts to do here. He's looking bowl or jack. He's played this pretty well, Andrew. Well, pinged around, that will go out of bounds for sure.
Well, that's been picked up.
And
they're going to send them back to the other end.
So, a dead end. Good hit there from Bye. Not much on. Gave himself a chance that the bowl was the big target. The jack was secondary and a kill. Has no harm done. They're waiting on Daniel Clarke to return from a comfort break. While this is going on here, Metro Southwest 16 shots in front of Riverina Murray through 29 ends. Northern Rivers and Illawarra locked in a really good tussle here. Northern Rivers 31, Illawarra 33 through 28 ends. And the other match in the men's, Metro Southeast 29, lead Manning Great Lakes 19. Andrew, have you got the women's competition open in front of you?
I do. I'll just update it. I did read it not that long ago. Metro Southwest well and truly in control, 45-12 after 28.
Yeah.
Metro, Mid-North Coast 30. Metro North East 21 after 25. Greater Newcastle 32. Manning Great Lakes 24 after 33. And 38 ends played in the other one. Metro Northwest 49. Nepean Highlanders 19. They've really taken a bit of control there.
Well, it feels almost destined for Metro Northwest, Metro Southwest. Feel likely to be your finalists. Of the big names in bowls playing in the women's interregion for those metropolitan areas. Let's see. Both players having some difficulty to lock in on a length and a line that's working for them. Xander's lobbed this one right out wide. That's a fair correction. You can see Corey Parker gave it a little round of applause.
Just a reminder too, we'll be on air approximately 9 a.m. We did go to air about 8:45 this morning.
The players were very enthusiastic. Get away early, let's get into it before it got too hot.
Yeah, we're due to start our trial ends at 8:40, so we'll be 9 o'clock, give or take 10 minutes.
Well, the important thing, like, follow, subscribe. Make sure you have your notifications turned on.
Yeah, nice little ding. We're live.
And that way you can catch all the action as Bowls New South Wales chase 1 billion subscribers. We are still several hundred million short, so make sure you're getting on the Bowls New South Wales YouTube channel. You see, looks as though Josh Zephyr's drawn a second shot. And it looks as though, well, that was...
The other thing is to try and break the record on one of our shorts, one of our reels.
Currently held by Anthony Brown, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think he's up around the 4 million views.
So,
just sensational.
The great Brownie in the Paris State Championships last year.
And the original one we recognised as the record was Karen Murphy. For her spectacular drive in the women's champion singles at Port Macquarie. Just whacked and got rid of all 4 of Sarah Boddington's bowls. And then...
It was Lee Stinson drawing 7th wood, wasn't it? I thought that was...
Lee Stinson playing trying to dead draw, smashed through the head and trailed it into the ditch. I think it was the commentary on that one that got the attention though. That was me getting excited. Oh, he's got it, yes. So, I'll claim it anyway.
Yes, well, there's been some Great bowls played. So do make sure that you follow Bowls New South Wales across all your social media platforms.
But the combination of you and I on Brownies, I think it was. So right, I think we'll see Anthony Brown in action again at the Para-State Championships, the All Abilities.
Very likely, given it's at his hometown.
Yes.
So I guess we look forward to taking the state championships to Dubbo later in the year.
You do have a disability classification. Those entries are now open. Jump on your Bowls link, search for events that are available at the moment with the filter of the organising body of Bowls New South Wales.
Well, you don't even have to do that, Andrew. Just in the Bowls link app, My State, here it is.
There you go.
Well, probably like that it's still 2 shots to I think Josh Zephyr at the front of the rink.
And if you're one of those talented, enthusiastic people who are under the age of 18, you can also do the same. And the State Junior Championships entries are now open. Singles. Under 18, is it under 15 or under 16?
Under 18, under 15 and 12 and under.
Yes.
Is the categorisations there. So that's for boys and girls except for the 12 and under, which is open. And there is, of course, boys pairs, girls pairs, and an open fours competition.
And if you're in an area and you're saying, oh, I don't know them, I want to enter the fours, but I can't get a team together, you can enter as a single entry. We'll do our very best to put you in a team, most likely from players in your region if possible, but if not possible, they'll be multi. But if you do put your own entry in for the pairs or fours, all players have to be from the one region. And this year, those championships are being held at Cabramatta and Cabravale Diggers.
2 splendid clubs in Sydney. We were lucky enough to be there last year for this event, the Inter-Region. And
Cabravale Diggers, of course, have opened the new resort hotel.
Well, they are now. Cabravale Club Resort, Andrew Lynn. Don't worry about the Diggers. And it's a fantastic facility, as we see here. It's Bye-Norris, and I reckon it's as many as 4 shots. The front 2 of Josh Zephyr, and then on the right-hand side, that green bowl at 3 o'clock and the blue bowl at 4:30.
And once again, it's a fairly loose sort of end.
Well, there's a lot of gaps here, Andrew, and we're going to see. Well, this is what Bye-Norris did last time. He went direct for the jack. He's missed it. So risk versus reward.
Well, the shadow hit the jack, but not the bowl.
Risk versus reward, and looks to be a good collect here.
Well,
for Hunter Valley.
Hunter just indicated that bowl at front. I think that was which one do I have to beat?
That's Bye-Norris's bowl at the front, so they reckon that's 5th shot. It could be 5 already, Andrew.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the back green bowl.
Well,
whose is that one?
All right, that was Corey Parker bumping up Corey Parker.
Right, that one I think will come in. They're kicking them back. I didn't see a signal. I didn't see much excitement either. I think if I got a 5, I'd be jumping up and down.
Well, unless there was another one of Newcastle's hidden away amongst the pack there that we.
Yeah, well, we'll find out in just a moment.
So 4 shots it was.
I think it was 5.
Oh.
We got another police chase going. police station just across the road. The police car dashed out and down the road.
Oh, that's where I'm getting it wrong, Andrew. I was looking in the women's interregion. No, Jamie Wayside's been doing some sterling service here this week. And once again, the cup of tea has been brought out.
Did you just say that's his best work all week?
That is his best work all week, James Wayside.
So on Bowls Link, it's 7 to shots to 15. So
that was a 5.
It was 5.
As you say, though, it was pretty muted, the celebration, Andrew. And if I get 5th, would I tend to be up and about, let alone getting 5 shots?
Well, there's 2.
Better hear from Xander. That's a fine correction. He found the hole, but gave his bowl much more of a chance on that track. You can hear the crowd getting more animated in the background here. It gets on to 3:15 local time here at Yamba Bowling Club in the Northern Rivers of New South Wales for the men's interregion. This is quarterfinal time, and Hunter Valley have just, with that little collect, just narrowed the margin fractionally. Only 6 shots now. Andrew Lynn's putting the scores in. Nick Hind is my name. It's fantastic to have your company wherever you're watching around Australia or around the world. I trust you're enjoying the coverage as we see the gap closing here in this quarter-final matchup.
Just as I say that, another end completed on the bottom one. Lee Schreiner picks up a 3 to go to 8 all.
Well.
Nathan Wise picks up a 1 to make that 10 ends played, 11 all, and 7-15. So this rink, the difference now, 8 shots in it.
Well, we called though for Corey Parker and his team to lift, help pick up the rest of the Hunter Valley crew, and good collect on the last end. Has done that. Here's Jason Stokes. Slightly different plan here, Andrew Lynn, from Hunter Valley.
Just shortened the length up a little. Matt right back. Daniel Clarke, though, he's...
Well, his first bowl, and it's sitting pretty.
No one's been outstanding. They've all struggled a little bit with the grass and the weight because fairly quick and quite wide.
I could see Marc Bender's reaction when he let that bowl go. He don't think he liked it. You can see just on the high side.
And well, he's not been massively so. I think Daniel Clarke's probably been the one that's made the difference. He's just had that many bowls in that's allowed Jason Stokes and Terry Antram to play with a little bit more confidence, a little bit more freedom. Really laid the platform.
It's Terry Antram. You can see Bye-Norris is just asking for it to hold in a pretty fair line.
Stokesy and Terry have played the odd bowl when it counted. That's the thing. They just had that little edge, but last end they all scattered it. So the important thing is for not everyone to have a bad end on the same end. That breeze, it's really picked up now.
Yeah, looking over at the flags, stretching out. Jason Pinnock's run a few pennant flags up the flagpole.
Over at the Twin Pines Motel into the green. Fantastic place to sail. Well, what a bowl from Terry Antram. Twin Pines straight opposite the greens here at Yamba Bowling Club. It is owned and operated by Yamba as well, so if you're coming to Yamba, what a place to stay. Straight opposite the club. You can wander over for a leisurely stroll for a quiet refreshment or a meal. If you stay there, the key tags for your room have got a barcode on them to use as a member card, so you get discounts at the bar and the restaurant.
Well, why wouldn't you want to come to the beautiful Northern Rivers region in New South Wales? There's a lot of fantastic clubs here. We see attack from Corey Parker. This is a hard shot to play. He needed to kick a goal through the front pack. We're going to get both bowls out. I think they can both go, Andrew. It looks like that splits on.
And if you want a bit more exercise, instead of being 50 metres away, you can be 150 metres away at the Aston Motel and get the same benefits.
Sounds like you'll be getting a free room at the Aston or the Twin Pines next time you're in Yamba. Well, it hasn't improved things for Hunter Valley. I think Corey Parker's going to go again.
Oddly enough, we have booked into the Twin Pines.
Better go here from Corey Parker. Gets a
Well,
big spin while the jack's gone forward.
And that's a Hunter Valley bowl.
And that was Josh Zephyr that has caught it. It's a good hit from Corey. Timely as well. I think things were shaping up as though they might have been a bit of danger, and now Andrew Lynn's going to go and pan that camera in, see if we can get... Yeah, so that's Corey Parker, but that's a Newcastle bowl right next to it.
But straight behind it's Josh Zephyr as well, and the white one is Terry Antram.
So there's a little bit of risk here for Bye-Norris. He can play, big weight and try to belt it. And potentially look for a kill. Anything a bit more delicate needs to see if he can turn that dark black, well, I mean, it's the black with green speckles, but it's very dark bowl on our picture. Up over onto the jack, but it's not going to be.
It's a fair effort. One more to Hunter.
So, well, we asked the Corey Parker to lift, and he's done just that. So a 5 and a 1, and you can see Corey go marching up. This looks to be a good plan. Probably at this length, it's a little bit more forgiving than the closer to full length that Newcastle was playing. Bye-Norris walks past with a rueful shake of the head there. And how do you get that?
Well, the important thing when your opponent gets a little bit of good fortune, you've just got to shake it off. Very experienced at having to deal with my opponents getting good fortune. The Albatross says if it wasn't for bad luck, we'd have no luck at all.
Saw some good wicket keeping there from Corey Parker. Jack spilled across from the neighbouring ring, so there's plenty of power on display here. Some bowls with big drives, and on these quick greens, doesn't take a lot to get the jacks moving. So nearly at the halfway mark. 7 shots is only the margin. But the second half of the game might take a bit longer because, as we know, when things get tight, you send us there's a few more ends being
carefully
killed.
Considered.
Yeah. There was, as you say, Lee Schreiner, 13 killed ends. He told me the other day. That was good there from Xander.
I've heard of a game with a few more killed ends than that. Michael Harvey, affectionately known around the joints as Hoover. So he played in the Dubbo Master Pairs with one Nathan Wise. He said it was a day where every time they were in trouble, said to Wise he hit it, and he did. Killed 19 ends.
Oh.
And nearly all of those with one of the last 2 bowls of the head.
So it's just a nice, easy 6-hour game in the end, Andrew.
Said they finished to go in for lunch, and the rink next door were playing the 12th end of their second game.
Well, these things can happen in bowls. We saw, of course, last year at the state championships in Ballina. Corey Wedlock had finished all 3 of his sectional games. Cody Packer and Brett Dupre were still out there playing their second. Both players, I suppose, not noted for pace of play, though, to be fair.
Cody, I think, has returned to WA, so we won't have to worry about him again for a while anyway. And I won't say anything bad about Birdie. No, we like a good close game if it's on the live stream.
Well, this contest has got a bit closer, and that's a good bowl there.
Jason Stokes.
Number 1.
The old fella's still got it.
How dare you? You're trying to get offside with everybody this week. An old fella.
I've dissed Jason before, so we already burnt that one. It's all right, Jason. We see Jason for an extended period every year. May continue as well. Raymond Terrace has been the home of the state rookies for all, 17 state finals, I said?
That's exactly right.
So I've probably made in the vicinity of 23 trips to Raymond Terrace Bowling Club.
Well, they, like so many clubs in our sport, they're wonderful hosts. This club being one of them.
Hosted a test series and a few club challenge back in the day, and the odd 1 or 2 other things.
Well, Marc Bender. Tight all the way, and
I've heard plenty of speculation about where this event will be next year. Well, if anyone tells you it's going to be at and names a venue, sorry, they're not correct. I do know that there's a few keen to host, but the 27 calendar is just being fine-tuned at this time, and once those dates are determined, we will issue an expression of interest call for venues to host, and we look forward to everyone putting their hand up and saying, yep, we'd love to host it. And that's a fantastic bowl from Marc Bender.
Wow. Timely as well. I want to keep on this little run here, Hunt Valley. They've been just starting to sort of fight back into this contest, Andrew Lynn, and it's good to see, well, fair effort here from Terry Antram.
Yeah, that's the effort to keep it to 1. And why wouldn't you put into host? Yeah, but we'll see. Even though we've got a few double ups, we'll count them twice if they're playing the seniors and the
they're player days, right? Yeah.
So we'll see around about the 500 mark through here, give or take a few. Just in the players.
Plus spectators, plus reserves, plus managers, so it's a fantastic event, the economic impact that it can bring to your club, your region. We do need 8 greens to host this event, so if you need to get into bed with a couple of local clubs, those are discussions to start having now.
It's great to work with your neighbours for your mutual benefit. Plus, if you're the main host club, you probably get yourself, Nick, for a couple of days, and some of our Bowls New South Wales staff.
Well, I don't think we spent quite as much as the bowlers, but we'll come and have tea and have a meal, stop around. It's great to enjoy the local hospitality. You can see what Bye-Norris was trying to do there. An opportunity to turn the bowl at 9 o'clock down onto the jack. Corey Parker's lost the lid again. And Xander changes the camera.
I think I just pressed the wrong button.
Well, let's see. Well, just ran up a little bit short.
J-Bye, last chance.
Yeah, I think Terry Antram's looking at plan B here. And I think plan B is going to be weight through the front.
Give that one a real whack. That goes onto the jack and away you go.
Well, the only issue is that the catcher on the back left there is Xander Weber, but so just controlled.
It's turning.
Well,
what's going to happen though?
There's plenty to bounce off.
Whose bowl came up?
Well, it's Marc Bender's still for number one.
Terry Antram's bowl sprung out. I'd have gone from 1 to 2.
Oh. Well, Xander Weber knows what his job is. He's already set the mat on the tee. That jack's going to be going.
Did you see that call then?
No.
Me neither. I was trying to swing the camera around to get it, but unfortunately, I was not quick enough.
Peter Thornton saying it's a bit rude from Newcastle to give Stokesy cap number 16, seeing as he has played 5 million games for Newcastle pre-cap numbers. They should have numbered him minus 1,000. Well, maybe number 1 for Jason Stokes, but...
Well, I think he didn't play in the first series they played.
Region, yeah.
First series they played following unification as a region, or they played a 4-rink competition, and his was the last name alphabetically.
No Josh Zephyr playing in Newcastle, obviously, at that time. It's possible. Oh, he's excited to be playing. And
there we go.
You can see Xander Weber, a little kick at the leg there. He's just a little bit agitated.
He just seemed to be struggling with the grass line. It's really hooping.
He's not the only one, to be fair. He's got a few mates in that department.
He probably needs to learn to close both eyes.
Well,
Daniel Clarke, just watch what he's doing.
Yeah, this fella's probably had the measure of him. Daniel Clarke. Perhaps not the biggest name in this side, but he's giving a good account of himself so far. Better track here from Xander. Very good. Well, it falls in. That might go close. And you see Daniel Clarke very early. He said, no, I've got to take more.
Well, Bye-Norris gets the biggest name in the Newcastle team that we're filming. He's got the most letters, if you include the hyphen as well, of course.
Yeah. Have you just done the maths on that?
Oh, roughly. I just said Antram's about 6 letters. Stokes, 5 or 6. Clarke, Clarke, 5 or 6. Bye-Norris has to be the most. Queenslanders win the biggest name competition. That's the McWhinney Shillington people. Had them for a test series. It wouldn't fit on our scoreboard.
If you like that. You had that issue with the great Graham Gammon-Berwick as well. Former State Reserve triples winner.
Oh, how's he done turning that one in? Close for a shot. Do fancy that the darker bowl just short is still shot, or the shot. Those bowls all look very similar sticker colours.
Well, I like
this one coming in. Looks pretty close.
I like
too.
this one. Oh, do I? So Josh Zephyr's had 2 fair efforts there. Things have moved around in the head. As you see, Jason Stokes once again. Oh, this is getting back good too, Andrew.
Well, there's 2 more ends to go on the middle rink now, and David Govan has gone from 11 to 18.
Wow.
It's 10-8 after 11 on the bottom rink, so Andrew East picked up another 2. Must have been it's 8 shots in 2 ends. 7 shots in 2 ends.
Again, I wonder, the players haven't been so animated yet, and I wonder whether the tolls of a big campaign are telling. Well, that's
just turned it out.
I don't know if that helps.
We'll try and zoom in on those bowls just to give us a bit more idea. I won't do it so that we miss the action.
Terry now. He's got very nice distinctive ones, Andrew. That's always nice.
Yes. And I can remember when the coloured bowls first came in, and the people saying, "Oh, it's great. We'll be able to know whose bowls are whose." And then I do remember having a girls' singles championship with 2 sets of identical sized pink bowls, both with white logos that were so similar, we had to go and get stickers to put on them because the marker couldn't tell whose was whose without actually bending down and peering at the bowl.
I can remember that happened in last year's under-18 boys singles final as well. Harry Conroy and Tim Thorning, both with orange XGs, and they were identical.
So we went and got the fluorescent yellow stickers. My favourites.
Well, so it's Newcastle, Hunter, Newcastle on the right of picture. That's a Hunter Valley Bowl on the left. Andrew Lynn's got us zoomed right in. Probably this green and blue XG.
I'm thinking it's 1 Newcastle as that head stands.
Yes.
And it's almost locked in against the other bowl as well. We need to get security out. Oh, well, security worked.
No, Zephyr's pretty good. He's onto it. I think you gave them a stern talking to before the game as usual, did you, Andrew?
No, these guys, I thought you did. But a couple of them said, yeah, we know. A couple of them have played with me before, and they know that I'm going to tell them no biting or fighting or scratching or...
Well, that's no luck.
Still Newcastle 1.
Excellent arriving weight there from Corey Parker.
Bye-Norris, he can play a very similar shot. He only just wants to dribble into that head. A little touch is not going to hurt him. But he doesn't really want to do too much. Just drop inside those bowls.
Something almost like
not
that.
quite.
Once it falls over, it
Now,
might be a
Corey
chance.
Parker, he can afford to arrive. I think with that Bye bowl, though, he can't afford to arrive with big weight. So just enough control to arrive down. If he just chips that shot bowl, he could make 3. He's controlled it. Wants the inside of Bye's bowl, and he hasn't got it. And he
got the outside, and that's the worst possible result. Rolled Bye-Norris it over once. That's probably good enough for 2 shots now, you feel, Andrew?
Was it? I think it was the Newcastle bowl that shot out of the head. It didn't. It was tragic for Hunter.
And Jay,
a little bit quicker, a little bit wider, or just quicker. Again, we need the psychic influence to find out. Or to look on bowling.
So Newcastle getting the map and a change of tactic.
Quite a bit longer.
It's hardly a surprise, I think.
Well, you almost got to change the length on the opponent out of principle, haven't you?
Well, exactly right. Just to say, we're doing it our way, not your way.
Well, it was 2.
We've seen Bye-Norris and his crew probably have greater success at this length than the Corey Parker Hunter Valley quartet.
Scores on the other 2 rinks unchanged as yet. Xander Weber just needs to settle on into a rhythm here. It just seems to be. He started brilliantly, but just hasn't quite managed to maintain that rhythm. The breeze may have just come up and affected that. But that is a great start.
That's pretty good. At this pace green. Good range finder, and you can just dial it back from that. It's always easier if you're missing in good areas with your first rather than having to basically do a total reset. You know, you're missing the right area, you can adjust back subtly rather than having to sort of go and guess again.
From the view of this green too, I think Kira's going to win the Yamba Staff Bowls Challenge unchallenged. Nick, you've had enough for today out there, haven't you?
Well, are we having a staff roll up tonight, are we? Is that the plan?
Well, we have had a staff roll up at a few of the events. The least participating staff roller uppers at the moment, myself and Lee. My bowls tend to travel around the country and not come out of the car. At the end of the day, and you've done 11 hours, you really don't want to do anything other than just have a quiet cup of tea or maybe an iced water.
Something even stronger for you usually, Andrew Lynn, but
no, not always.
The cheesecake and ice cream at the end of the day, that's been pretty popular this week in the house.
Yeah, 2 nights. Small serve.
Do let us know how you relax and keep it suitable for all viewers. It's fantastic to be here. Hope you're relaxed Saturday afternoon. Got the bowls on at home. We're seeing Hunter Valley maybe just letting this match slip a little bit.
I'm being sledged by Peter Thornton. I never had milk delivered by horse and cart. But little town I grew up in an hour and 20 minutes or so north of here, did have manual telephones when I was a child. Wound the handle and Marilyn or Phil Smith or some of the other wonderful telephonists would ask what number you wanted.
And you said 3.
I don't know. They were 3 digits, thanks. So we weren't that backwards. I think 211 might have been the bowling club.
Seen Josh Zephyr's drawn a good one. Indication from Bye-Norris that is still the shot. And Marc Bender's going to be asked to go and throw a big bender out there. You can get it either hand. It's still plenty of room. And as I say, The green speed's getting up. This must be up around 18 seconds now. Even the very best players.
He needs a stop.
Any slight missteps are magnified.
He's one of those ones where I think once you've cut the line, you tend to go further.
See if Terry's adjusted. The weight of this jack, you feel, is around the 2 o'clock bowl.
I think he's even tighter on this one. If he gets a stop, he's good. But he's going to just find that slide and run through as well. That would have ended up a fair bit narrower than his first without that slide. Marc. This looks better. It's got to go round that front bowl, as Nick said.
Well, he's done that first part. Doesn't have to go to get all the way down to the jack.
Just run out of steam.
Probably not quite in the argument. Feel Terry Antram's probably second shot. Trust you're enjoying the broadcast wherever you're watching around New South Wales, around Australia or around the world. Nick Hind and Andrew Lynn are here with you from Yamba Bowling Club. I just saw a man, Andrew Lynn, who, and I'll let Jay Bye-Norris roll this one down. A man who I think would be great in co-commentary, because he's got a beautiful voice. He's Jamin Lewis. I had the privilege of playing against Jamin at the champion pairs last year, and I think
I found Jamin to be a thorough gentleman.
Yeah, and
very considered.
I think he's got a beautiful voice, and he can play bowls a bit too.
He's been around a fair while in the bowling world.
Yeah, still find him at North Sydney. But has been a member of the Metro North East team here at Yamba this week.
Played for the old Zone 9 a number of times. Didn't play last year, took a year off. And his dad, Raoul, is a handy bowler as well.
Plenty of good players around. And as I say, I think he would be very well considered on stream. Well, Jay Bye-Norris is doing what we've seen from him a lot. Going for the bowl rather than the jack, and he's got that one all the way. Probably made 2.
Excellent delivery.
Well, that was just... On a green at this pace, you feel as though going for the bowl's easier than drawing cold. That's a good bounce. Corey Parker.
A little bit of luck.
That was tight, but you feel they're starting to play for that more and more, though, Andrew. You know, the bowl's a bigger target. If you run into it, it's hard to stop them on this green. And Corey Parker, that's an important one that he's picked up for Hunter Valley. And you see he's trotted up pretty close to that 21-metre mark, and Xander Weber, he's posted himself right back at the tee. So this will be the dinky-die little Hunter Valley length that they've been favouring. And we'll see if they can't just get a little bit of a roll on it. You feel as though both Nathan Wise and Corey Parker need to win 2 or 3 ends on the spin here just to get that margin back down into single figures.
Well, Andrew Reese did them a favour. He's picked up a couple. He's now leading 12-8 after 12 ends. And David Govan, though, 8 in front of Nathan Wise. 13 played. It's 19-11. So 8 shots on 2 of the rinks. Gives them 16 minus the 4 that Andrew Reese is in front. a dozen, 44-32. That adds up, strangely enough. 44-32, 38 ends played. That's what Bowlslink has. That's what we have. That's good. A good battle from the leads. Xander, probably a good bowl. And then has Daniel Clarke just drawn inside him. And Xander just dropping a little short with his second one. Daniel Clarke in behind. Ten to 4 local time PM here at Yamba. Just a reminder, Champion of Champions entries for the singles close 11th February. That's next Wednesday. So if you're the club champion, get your entry in now, if you haven't already done so. Full details appear. There is a link to the entry portal in the description of this video. Oh, good effort from Jason Stokes. That'll be the shot. Josh Zephyr. He's going to follow Jason Stokes down. Just a reminder, if you are wanting to see how your region is performing or has performed, results.bowlslink.com.au or the Bowlslink app. Results all appearing on those. At the moment, Metro Southwest 49-34 in front of Riverina Murray after 42 ends. It's 43 ends played. Northern Rivers leading Illawarra 50-47, so just 3 shots in that one. And it's 36-27 Metro Southeast leading Manning Great Lakes after 36 ends. And over at Iluka and Evans Head, the women's interregion on 43 ends played, and that game's all but done. Metro Southwest 60 leading Hunter Valley 18. Very close between Metro Northeast and Mid North Coast, 36-35 after 38 ends. Greater Newcastle in control against Manning Great Lakes, 49 ends played, so 14 left, 55-29. And Metro Northwest, they're well and truly up on the Nepean Highlanders, 67-25 after 55 ends. So 42 shots in front, 8 ends to go, only 64 available. But rapidly getting towards a conclusion. Well, that'd be just out of being second shot. Terry Antram, his first bowl's pretty close. He's looking to, let's play that forehand round the corner. Would love to get the jack, but he's just going to pass that. Got the edge of the blue bowl and fell in. Give you a nice zoomed in view of those bowls. Shot bowl Hunter Valley. Green bowl to the left. The bad news for Hunter Valley is 1, 2, 3 in the catching paddock are all Newcastle bowls. Corey Parker, he'll try and draw forehand and come around the jack to cover those three. On a decent track. This needs to hold its line a bit longer. He might sit there for a second shot. Close to it. Bye-Norris, you've got to feel he'll play to arrive. Can afford a slightly tight line. Sit either of those two bowls. That is need a lot more weight to hold up on that line. Even short, so Corey Parker at a foot. Ideally, just flop off the Newcastle bowls behind the jack, get a counter and cover those. Very close, but he's just added a fraction too much speed. Good home. Does limit the pace that Bye can play. This one, he wants it to hold its line. It's certainly got his interest from teammates. Now, it's not going to get down. It's got too much pace. Flops in off that. Don't know if he's managed second. One conceded. I'll put the tape on the second one. 2 shots. Corey Parker, 2 more. Nathan Wise has picked up 2. He now trails 13-19 after 14 ends. And 12-9, Lee Schreiner picked up a single. So 45-36, 9 shots. It's down to single digits. Still have 22 ends. We're just about at the 2/3 mark. Once again, Daniel Clarke just sits on the inside of Xander Weber. Xander played a little better over the last couple of ends. He did start brilliantly. He just struggled like most of the players. Just a little short. Xander with that bowl. And Josh Zephyr. I said earlier, he's using an Optima. And he's got the toucher. Very well played. That's the sort of bowls that Hunter need. They just need to keep getting one in there. Cut the lead to 9. Jason Stokes is very close. Has just run on a little. Decent home. Corey Parker urging that same hand again. Wants to just drift around the shot bowl, finish behind. Nice high line. Should get back nicely. Just missed that bowl. Oh, just the pace. Slightly under weight. Jason Stokes gave it a good show last time. Just ran on a little. Oh, slightly tighter line this time. We'll need a little bit of good fortune, but it's going to fade right underneath and really take off. Oh, Marc Bender. Corey Parker says, let's play the hand they are, get in behind. Gets turned over. We've got a bowl in position to catch any springing jacks. I do think you need to take a little more grass on that one. That breeze will grab hold of that, really shove it right across the head. Well, would have had it not crashed on the bowl on the centre line. And Jay By saying just drop inside here. You really are taking off on that hand particularly. But plenty of bend on the other side as well. Again, quite got send on this one. The grass line in the end is pretty good. Corey wants one out there, not crossing the line. Has thrown this one out quite some way. Corey's got the hands banging together. They did only go once, but I think that one deserves 2 claps. Next bowl's on its way. Terry Antrams. I think Jay By like this in behind just to allow the chance of an attack. And there it is. That's in the good catching area. You may see Bye-Norris try and play a bit of weight through this area here. Get a roll or 2 out of those bowls. Try and spring that jack back. And there's Terry Antram in that catching paddock. Conversely, I think Corey Parker would love to draw a bowl right about there in between the jack and Terry Antram's bowl. Oh, he's missed it as well. A little underline, a little underweight. Very difficult to draw this, so Jay By might just try and arrive. I also think that there's a danger. Try and draw perfect bowl. You're giving this a pretty fair chance, but just not going to quite run the distance. Might have made the bang into the head just a tad more difficult as well. Corey Parker. He'd be pleased with that one. He's matched Terry Antram's bowl. Well, he might have been trying for the perfect draw. One shot more to Hunter Valley. Xander Weber. Oh, that's a decent start again. Just going to take off on him. Oh, it's gone further than I expected it to. Oh, David Garvin has picked up a count of 3 for Newcastle just to push that lead back out above 10. 12-10. Leash Rayner also picked up a single. So just pushes the lead out to 12. Just as Hunter appeared to be getting back into this, it's down to single digits. It's just drifted out again. Daniel Clarke. First one finished wide. That one's going to run through. Zephyr, he can drag the jack. He's got hold of it. In the final third of the game. Hunter need to win their share of the ends. They need to win more than half. It's a good effort from Jason Stokes. I think he's still down. Josh Zephyr. He looks to be on a really good line. This should zoom right in. Corey Parker's willing it in, and it's coming in. What a bowl. Really hooked in. Oh, Jason Stokes can afford to be just a little positive here. Confident draw. Got his own to turn up or just sit that last bowl. Got a little bit of weight. He's good. It is a tight line. Wants the inside of it. And, it's just rolled the Hunter Valley bowl up. I think it's still 2 to Hunter Valley at the present. You just draw around to your own. Plenty of width. Don't be tight onto the Newcastle bowls. Well, that doesn't look like he's quite given this enough width. There is plenty of pace on that, so it'll hold out around. Drift right past and cut across. I've been a bit fortunate to miss the target there. Terry Antram. Actually going the opposite hand here. There are some Newcastle bowls on the path in that way. There are a chance to sit and stay. That's another Hunter bowl popped across. Don't know if that's 1, 2 or 3. There is a nice draw there. A little toucher would definitely make it 4. Just drift around. Want this to just pass the Newcastle bowl in front. Well, maybe a bit fortunate to get that rub. Is 2. Newcastle might elect to just be a little more aggressive here. Terry Antram quite a bit more direct with the intent. But, he's going to swing away. Get a close up in at the head there. It's 2 for sure. You can see the yellow disc bowls, yellow and purple just in front. 2 more yellow and purple in behind. I'm not sure whether they count or not, or whether the front ones cut them out. If they don't count, Corey Parker can draw in this hand, roll that over. If the check spills back to here, is good for Hunter Valley. Really, though, wants to stay off the Newcastle bowl at the front. It's going to be fairly close, but he's got the Newcastle bowl through. I still feel it is 2. May have brought his own at the front. Not sure. Can't trail it now. Terry Antram suggests that bowl a couple of rolls. I wonder whether they considered going big at the Newcastle bowls. Hunter Valley, I think. Ends up behind. Corey just around the head. Oh, he's playing a little bit of weight here. Can get Jack. Got the Jack. And, well, out of bounds.
It looks nicer over here with the beer.
Fantastic reply from Daniel Clarke. Once again. Might be able to do the Magpie. It's coming under the cover here. Xander Weber is giving this a good show. Just going to drift across. Still one to Newcastle. Oh, it's gone straight through the hole. So 38-51, Hunter Valley trailing Greater Newcastle. We've completed 47 ends. Metro South West lead 56-40 over Riverina Murray after 50 ends. Northern Rivers now trail Illawarra 54-58 after 51 ends. It's 39-33 after 42 in the Metro Southeast Manning Great Lakes contest at Evans Head and Iluka. After 50 ends, it's still showing Metro Southeast 68-23. So, I might be right. Metro Northwest has completed at 70-26 after 58 ends. 65-37 after 57, Greater Newcastle leading Manning Great Lakes. That's 28 shots in 6 ends. Next to impossible. Mid-North Coast 47, lead Metro Northeast 41 after 46 ends. Terry Antram, going to play it the forehand side. He can be very close. Got hold of the bowl and run in. You see the indication from Corey Parker was to go through the head. To try and bust this up, but missed that one. Terry Antrim probably played very similar to his previous. Under the head. And an ominous sign. That's 4 Newcastle bowls around the jack. Newcastle probably holding at least 4 here. And I don't know whether the fat lady would sing if that was a 4 they got, but she'd certainly start warming up the tonsils.
This one looks pretty likely for a draw, so I'm going to just float over there in case it needs to be looked
Illawarra, Northern Rivers. Only 4 shots in that with 12 ends to go. So Corey Parker having a run. Get the message out to these guys. Remember not to stand on the centre line. Got rid of one. J-Boy will just try and put one back. Pretty close to doing it too. It's got a little slide past. Big. Very close to counting. Corey's going big again, hoping to get rid of the jack, and the jack spears out of bounds. We'll start again. Xander Weather gets one nearby. Daniel Clarke seems to have been able to get one inside that fairly regularly. And it's another decent start from Daniel. Oh, Xander Weber close for shot with that one. Daniel Clarke. Decent line. The cameras are out on the green. Cameras over there. A number of people who walk past the live stream gear. We're 20 metres away from the green and they duck down thinking they've got to get... The cameras are over beside the green. Josh Zephyr. Play down to Daniel Clarke's bowl. Holding one at least, Newcastle. He's got past, just slid past the jack. He's just gone around there. Still feel it's Newcastle holding. Jason Stokes out on the forehand. His first bowl just a bit short. Wants to just get past it. That's a good line. If he misses his own, he should be very close. Oh, he's got speed to go through, though. It's like overcorrection. Currently, Daniel Clarke holding at least one. Marc Bender, well, the line decent, but just fell short. Oh, he gets around that, he's good. He's just thumped into Jason Stokes' bowl. Don't know if it's pushed it up enough to be in consideration. Bender, though, needs to add a little weight. It's on a pretty good track here. It just needs to hold its head. Oh, got the touch and just zoomed past. Definitely one to Newcastle at this stage. Antram switches to backhand side. Throwing this right out. He's going to zoom across as well. Two further ends played between Nathan Wise and David Govern. Nathan Wise has jumped up by 4 shots, but then conceded a 5, so it's 28-17 on that rink. 14-11 on 16, Andrew Reese leading, so 56-44, 12 shots the difference. And we've played 50 of our 63 ends. So Newcastle has just managed to maintain that lead around that 10-shot mark. Hasn't been in single digits for a while. It was down to below 10, but they grabbed it up. Corey Parker, another toucher, no result. We did see in the men's senior quarterfinal, 6 and a 4. By the Nepean Highlanders to force an extra end. And unfortunately, they couldn't go on and claim the extra end. But it does show that while there's hope, is life. Jay Bye, well, he's turned sideways at the end there as well. Considering having a crack to try and get rid of the shot bowl. What happens if he misses? What happens if he gets the jack? chance to win a custom set of Drake's Pride bowls in the TAB Platinum Pennant tipping competition. Click the link in the description of this video. He has decided to go big. Well, he's given it a whack. Possible result there. And one down, says Terry Antram. The shot bowl indicated, the one just to the left of our scoreboard's the green bowl. Might see Bye-Norris lay down this hand, try and just get rid of that bowl. He's going to go backhand. Got the jack, spilled it around, and I think it might have been another dead end. Xander. Bowl really ran away past the jack. That's a good 3 metres past. Clarke. He's left it. Well, it's 4 feet, 1.2 metres or so short. Conditions really challenging the players. The bowls are hooking in. His hand is massively overcorrected here. He's another 20 centimetres or so shorter than Clarke. Daniel looking for 4 feet in the old scale. It'll be the shot. Just really turned across the head in that last bit. It's quite a crowd watching over on green one. Watching the Northern Rivers take on Illawarra. Illawarra leading by just the one shot, 59-58 after 55 ends. Metro Southwest with 8 ends to go at 23 shots in front. They've just about got that sewn up. Metro Southeast leading by 9, 48-39 after 48 over Manning Great Lakes. Greater Newcastle 66 defeated Manning Great Lakes 39 in the women's interregion. Metro Northwest defeated the Nepean Highlanders 70-26. 56 ends played, and it's 55 ends played, sorry, it's 72-28. Metro Southwest leading Hunter Valley. It's almost put down the glasses, but Mid-North Coast and Metro Northeast, 51 ends played. Mid-North Coast leading 50-48. And you can catch all of those scores on the Bowls Link app through the web portal results.bowlslink.com.au. David Govins picked up another 2. He now leads 30 shots to 17 after 19 ends over Nathan Wise. That pushes the Newcastle lead out to 14. Stretching it out again. Players trying to get this end a little challenging. Terry Antram running in nicely. It's just keeping going, but it's going to drop just that 75, 80 centimetres or so short. Marc Bender. He's drawn the shot. Great bowl from Marc. Terry, he's trying to get nice wide line. The bowl will drift back nicely from out there. Don't know if he's actually gone wide enough. Just going to fade across. He needed another foot. Just a bit quick. Corey Parker, he's taken a good line. Always swing back quickly enough from there. It's going to go very close. He falls over. Oh, well, that could be 2. Bye-Norris doesn't look like he's going to get the right line in. It's just going to fade underneath. Pace. Wow, almost good enough to count with the right line. May have needed just 20 centimetres or so more. Corey Parker's giving himself a decent chance again. Does not want to trail. Going to just zoom through. It's really punish you for pinching your grass a bit there. J-Bye. Better line on this one. Just wants that to get to the green bowl. And, well, he's done it. Great bowl from Bye-Norris. just took away a couple of shots that Hunter had been holding. One shot there. Four ends remaining on this rink. 13-18 after 17. 17-30 after 19 on the middle rink. And 15-11 after 17 on the far rink. So it's 59-45. There's 14 shots in it. We've got 10 ends remaining. 4 on our feature rink. 4 for Andrew Reese, Lee Schreiner, Nathan Wise, David Govan. 2 ends remaining to be completed. It's another good start from Daniel Clarke. Xander Weber. This looks like a fantastic reply. He's just going to drift inside. Got the shot. Fantastic reply, Xander Weber. Daniel Clarke. He can play very similar to his previous bowl. Get one in the head. Even if he just tightens that up just a little extra weight won't hurt too much. Just going to get the outside of Xander's bowl. A little unlucky. 2 in the catching area, though. Important now for Xander to add another one in. Six ends to go. Illawarra leads 63-58. Illawarra's just pulled ahead in the last couple of ends. Metro Southeast now lead 49-40 after 50 ends. And Metro Southwest, 6 ends to go, 24 shots in front, 66-42 against Riverina Murray. And that's a good toucher from Jason Stokes. And now holding 3, Greater Newcastle. Very good bowls. Josh Zephyr. Looks like he's lining up to go bang. Yep. He's close, but just going to fade underneath. Well, Bye-Norris suggested Jason Stokes just drop in behind the head. He's done that. There's no bowls behind, so load this up. Probably don't want to make it any bigger target. And just going underneath again. Very case to stay on that back end and try and beat the Hunter bowl that's may as well be jack high. Terry Antram. Oh, it's another one behind. less weight being used this time. Want to plough into this head, get a potential result. He's got the edge of the shot bolt, got the jack. Well, still 2. Terry Antram will switch over and draw in the forehand. Don't think he's quite sent this out far enough. Gets the stop though. Well, he's plopped on that bowl. He may have just fallen out. Chance here for Hunter Valley just to arrive to the head as well. And get that jack across. They've got the bowls to catch. It's not going to hold up long enough though. It'll fade across towards their own. Run through. Bye-Norris. He's decided to play the backhand side. He feels he can get around there and draw underneath the Hunter bowls as well. He'll be pretty close to doing it. Yep, that one will count. That's a brilliant bowl from Bye-Norris. Corey Parker. Well, he's going to need a bit of weight to hold him up on that line. Just going to zoom across from there. Metro Southwest. 26 shots in front with 3 ends to go. That's all over. Metro Southwest have defeated Riverina Murray. And maybe just playing their bowls back to their bag. Hasn't been finalised. And Illawarra leading by 5 with 6 ends to go, 63-58. And Metro Southeast 50, Manning Great Lakes 40 after 51. So still plenty of life in that one. Right, Corey Parker's gone through the hole. It's officially been called a game. 75-28, Metro Southwest defeated Hunter Valley in the women's. Greater Newcastle through as well, defeating Manning Great Lakes, and Metro Northwest defeating Nepean. And it's 51 Med North Coast, 50 Metro Northeast after 54. So very close in that clash. Newcastle, I think that was 4 shots indicated. was a 3. Bye-Norris now leading 21-13 after 18 ends. Andrew Reese 16 leading Lee Schreiner 11 after 18 ends. And it's 17-31 after 20 in the middle rink. Newcastle has stretched that lead out to 17 over neighbours Hunter Valley. So now getting to the point where Hunter Valley need to score, and probably need to score a couple of multiples in the next few ends just to keep themselves in that hunt. Jason Stokes, backhand draw. Illawarra now lead by 8 with 4 ends to go. 66-58 over Northern Rivers. The winner of this match will take on Metro Southwest. They've officially won that clash with Riverina. Terry Antram just going to run behind. He had very good grass. Okay, Bye-Norris. A little bit of a clap there from Terry, but half-hearted. Corey Parker running at this. He's got the jack all the way through. J-Boy, he's just about drawn this. Oh, very good effort. Corey Parker wants to get past Bye-Norris's bowl. He's passed it all right. It'll pop into the sand. Daniel Clarke's got hold of the mat. I think that's one, at least one more to Newcastle. Three ends to go. Illawarra lead Northern Rivers 66-59. With 10 ends to go, it's 50-47 Metro South East leading Manning Great Lakes. So very close there. $64.47. Actually, add another two onto Newcastle. 66.47 with 4 ends to go. That lead's gone out to 19. Four ends to go. 24 would be the magic number for the next one. There'd have to be more than that to be ended. But it's getting towards maximum count required by Hunter Valley, so very welcome that they're holding shot on this end. They do need 4 5s for a victory, so multiples needed. Jason Stokes just pulling up ever so shy of the target. Metro Southwest already through. They defeated Riverina. It's now 9 shots with 2 ends to go. Illawarra leading Northern Rivers at 68-59. So Northern Rivers, well, they can still pull off a miracle. They need to emulate the Nepean in the quarterfinals. 10 shots in 2 ends. Jason Stokes. A little bit of aggression here. Up to the head. Chips the Hunter Valley bowl over. Josh Zephyr, he's going to put another one in there. He's got a toucher. Well played. Well, they need to pick up multiple. They're going about it the right way. Currently holding, I'd say it's 3 at the moment. Terry Antram's going to have another fire at it. Got rid of one. Much option here for Hunter Valley, but to try and keep loading these in. It's a good effort from Marc Bender. It'll count. Antram had to go last time. You'll probably see him go again. It's another attacking raid. Oh, he's got rid of 2 out of the way. Still fancy 3 shots as it stands to Hunter Valley. The women's, Metro Southwest, Greater Newcastle and Metro Northwest have booked their places in the semi-finals. Mid-North Coast currently leads Metro Northeast 56-52 after 59 ends. The men's competition, Metro. Oh, J-Boy's got that jack through to the ditch. Touch has gone in, I think. It has. It's just about curtains for he's drawn shot. You can see the toucher in the ditch there. The jack is under the red marker. Corey Parker did draw one. Well, no, the jack's under the white marker. Red marker should be on the bowls, but I think that's not quite where it is. Chance for Corey to draw a second. It was an excellent bowl to draw to the ditch. Well, Corey's drawn 2. They're shaking hands. Lee Rayner picked up a 2. So it's now 68-49. More than the shots required. So it is official. Greater Newcastle through to the semi-finals tomorrow. Metro South East lead 51-48 after 55 ends. The Illawarra game just finishing up was 68-59 after 61. I think Illawarra has secured that. Go to the women's competition. The final score update, 60 ends played. It's 56-53. Mid-North Coast leading Metro North East. So join us tomorrow for our semi-finals. We're bringing you the women's semi-final. The men's final tomorrow from lovely Yamba Bowling Club. Till then, it's a goodbye for now.
The TAB Platinum Pennant is back for season 3. Let's roll.
New rules, new teams, same world-class competition.
...144 elite bowlers representing 12 of the best clubs in New South Wales. Each side stacked with state, national and international representatives.
And this year, the stakes are higher than ever.
Starting next February, watch premier matches across 11 electrifying rounds. Plus this year, we head to Soldiers Point for Magic Round. Every team, one location, all on February 28th. A bowling masterclass you don't want to miss.
After the regular season, all roads lead to Raymond Terrace for the TAB Platinum Pennant Finals.
The stage is set for season 3 of the TAB Platinum Pennant, and we're ready to put on a show.
Go the Griffins! Go the Koalas! Up the Jets! Up the Tigers!
The TAB Platinum Pennant is back.